Hey everyone. So everyone is asking, what does the new model from OpenAI, the O1 model, what can it do better than GPT-4o or Sonnet or any of the other state-of-the-art models out there? And so we just launched with the latest model from OpenAI at myadrive.com, and I'll show you what's possible, what's the difference. So let's take a look at this case here. So what you see here, we're here at myadrive.com, right? And what you see here on the right, and I opened this CSV file that I uploaded. It's actually my LinkedIn share and post history. It's something you can actually request LinkedIn to download. It's yours, right? So in here, this is a very, very long list of items. It's almost like 800 shares and posts for many, I think like 14 years that I've been doing, posts on LinkedIn. And I have a task that kind of like sounds simple, but it's actually pretty hard for a model to do because I'm going to ask to create a timeline of my career based on my LinkedIn shares and posts. And we're going to do the same prompt with the same file with these different models just to see how they perform, right? So here you see, and you can see here at the bottom, so in my iDrive, you can basically just select which model you want to use in the chat, right? So you can try different things. Our users really like that. And here I selected GPT-4o, which was the previous state-of-the-art model from OpenAI. And you can see that even though I'm asking for a timeline of my career, it created a timeline, but really created a timeline of shares. Because if you look at this, it's just mentioning things like, oh, you're sharing about privacy rescue, you're endorsing overview.ai, expressing pride in being a Tesla customer. So these are more like a timeline of my shares and not really a timeline of my career. And this is one of the things that differentiate these large language models is one of the things is, can they actually understand, can you steer the model easily to do what you want them to do, right? So here it didn't really do what I asked and just created a timeline of a bunch of shares and not really a timeline of my career, right? So this was GPT-4o. So here on the right, we're going to take a look at a different model, different vendor, right? So we have models here from Google, from Anthropic. So this one is Gemini 1.5 Pro, which is state of the art from Google. And I asked the same question again, everything the same. And it, again, put a timeline of my shares, such as like, you were excited to welcome new mobile talent at LinkedIn. Not really a timeline of my career, right? It doesn't mention where I was working or like the key career events that I was trying to build or infer from these shares, right? So he didn't really get that. Again, same issue that we saw with 4o. Let's take a look at another model, state of the art now, this time Claude 3.5 Sonnet from Anthropic. And here it actually was more attuned to what I was trying to do, which was, okay, let's try to pierce together or put together a career timeline. So working at LinkedIn, okay, continue working at LinkedIn, worked at Uber. Then it went into me launching and actually, there's some factually incorrect here. Launched V2K in 2018. That's not true, right? So you started getting confused. And then it completely missed the fact that I worked at WhatsApp. So that's gone. It's not even here. And it has some other points. And the answer is pretty short, right? So you can see how either the model didn't steer well to actually do what you asked, or it actually just had some hallucinations here and some loss of information. Let's see how the latest model, O1 from OpenAI did. So we'll go here to this side. And first thing you notice is that it's really well formatted, right? So the model's got a really attuned at creating good markdown and headers and things like that. And you also notice that it creates an actual timeline of my career, right? 2010, joined LinkedIn as a data scientist. Actually, I joined as a product manager in a data science group, but I'll give the model that because the model cannot see my profile, so it only sees my shares. So it has to kind of like infer from that. Then it says that I was a data science and engineering leader, which is true, right? So you got that from my posts, not from my profile. Then transition to Uber, right? That's correct again. And you picked that from posts that I was talking about, like after 6 years at LinkedIn, you join Uber to take on new challenges, okay. Then role as data science machine learning leader, okay, great, at Uber. Then I left Uber. It has a quote from my post. So it's even giving some evidence to back up the timeline. Then you have my WhatsApp experience that Sonnet actually missed, picked up, that I co-founded with some friends for some time, Privacy Rescue. And then after that, my startup picked up on the launch, even an early name that we had, we put it here. I got some quotes as well. I like that you're always putting quotes to kind of back up. Um, Again, like Bay Brazil, which is a nonprofit that I'm on the board, and then talks a little bit more about the startup and a lot more, because really is when I started sharing a lot as I'm co-founding the startup with Kartik. And then it's kind of cool that actually picks up Kartik as a key collaboration here at the end. And it goes back to say, yeah, this is a long-time collaborator from LinkedIn and Uber, which is true, right? So you see this like a much more comprehensive work, and really from a short prompt, understanding what I meant when I asked for a timeline of my career. And this is an interesting example, but what you think, like, how is this useful in other scenarios? Well, timelines are actually very important. For example, in legal cases, you may want to build a timeline from a series of depositions, and it may be hard to pierce those things together, right? When there's person A called person B, or there's a lot of events that a person is mentioning, and when they're deposed. So putting together that timeline is complicated. I believe this model will do a lot better on that. So I'm really keen to see our lawyer customers playing with it and seeing if they get better results. But the point is, all of these models are available on myairdrive.com. And that's one place to upload your files one time. They're all there. And tomorrow there's a new model from Anthropic or from Google. We're going to have this model here very fast. Actually, today we were probably one of the first to have the new OpenAI model out. OpenAI announced it, and a couple of hours later, we basically already had it live on myiDrive.com. So give it a try. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you.